I got asked to that extent. How about Dream Warriors? Is it kind of is that something to you that you get a kick out of the fact that most people consider that, you know, the best nightmare movie outside of maybe the first one? Like, it's the one that kind of set the tone for the rest of the series, I think.
It did, and it was hard to convince them to let me make Freddy darkly humorous in a surreal, dangerous way. But once they saw the reaction to seeing Freddy in a tuxedo and Freddy turned to a snake thing, going visually wilder was my intention. They made him funnier and funnier, which kind of was a mistake. They played the formula out after that. But Robert Englund is brilliant. Wes Craven was a genius to come up with the idea, and I just wanted to take it a step further. The real secret to that film, and people still want to interview me about that film today, I think was the heart of the kids and the concept that we all have our powers in our dreams, which really is a metaphor. We all have our powers in our heart inside of us. And by joining together, they could defeat the greater evil of Freddy. That's a terrific story.
Well, it was kind of a betrayal in the next movie when they killed off a bunch of the characters too. I remember hating that when I was a kid.
Out of my hands. Out of my hands. I like rooting interest in my film. I don't want to make the heroes necessarily obvious, but I like rooting interest. I worked at a halfway house for suicidal teens as a volunteer for a little while before Frank Darabont and I wrote, and isn't Frank wonderful? Frank Darabont and I wrote our draft of the screenplay, and I tried to put some of the angst and the support for each other I saw those kids doing back in the day, back in Hollywood, at this halfway house. And I think that's another thing that, even though as the film ages, the sense of those kids taking care of each other is another plus that keeps that film alive.